Well, I'm going to take you back to the 24th of October 2022 because that was when Unai Emery was appointed.
He's came back to the Premier League a far better manager.
And the players have bought into what he's trying to do at Villa.
Aston Villa beat the Premier League and Champions League title holders Man City 1-0.
I don't think we've ever seen Man City dominated like that by another Premier League team.
22 shots to 2. They've trailed for 14 minutes all season.
What more do they need to do to prove that they're in the mix?
For me, I think they're definitely the equal or better than Leicester were.
I think they definitely have a shot for the top 4 as well.
Well, how has he turned Villa into such a formidable force?
Well, the answer to that million-dollar question can be found by looking at Aston Villa's latest summer signings, their Spanish manager's distinct style of play, and the awakening of core players that stuck around from last season. This is how Unai Emery turned Aston Villa into legitimate title contenders. Welcome back to the channel, guys. You're watching the Sideline Starters and my name is Andy, first team all sideline. Hit that like button so YouTube never hides any of my videos from your feed, and once you've done that, let's get started. For most Premier League managers, taking a team from 17th place all the way to 7th in their first 6 months would be enough to rest their laurels on. But not Unai Emery. While the Spaniard undoubtedly got the most out of the squad he inherited last season, he was still determined to improve Villa's ability to not just win games but control them. His time with Villarreal and Arsenal show us that he ultimately prefers that his teams retain much more possession. And as most of the top 4 Premier League sides have proven, controlling possession starts with an elite ball-playing center half, which is why Emery signed Pau Torres from Villarreal this summer. The green-eyed Spaniard enjoyed his best professional season under Unai Emery back in 2021, managing a ridiculous 5 goals and 1 assist from the center-back position that year, and has only gone on to further his reputation as one of Europe's most offensively gifted defenders. Torres is an attacking machine and has the numbers to prove it, with no defender in all of La Liga completing more passes than he did in his last full season. And we're not just talking short 5-yard passes here, we're talking long, game-changing progressive passes by the boatload. But aside from his passing prowess, Pau's most important strength is his ability on the ball. He glides past midfielders so often you would think he's one of them, as he comfortably progresses the ball upfield, and posts some of the best possession percentiles among center backs in the world as a consequence. Torres has been irreplaceable in Villa's back line since Tyrone Mings tore his ACL, and has actually played more Premier League minutes than anyone else on the entire team. Which brings us to the man who's played in the second most, left back Luca Digne. The 30-year-old fullback has proven himself to be quite the crossing specialist, and has registered a total of 2 assists on the season so far, in addition to leading the entire Villa squad in total domestic interceptions as well. The Villains' well-rounded defense continues at right back, with a resurgent Matty Cash making his case to the gaffer with a brilliant brace against Burnley at the beginning of the season. And while Ezri Konsa has recently taken back that right back slot thanks to Diego Carlos finding his way back into the team, we can't overlook how crucial Konsa has been as Pau's center-back partner thus far. He started in every single league game this season, and is the more pragmatic passer of the two, bringing safety and security to Villa's build-up play, as evident by him sitting at the very top of the team's total pass accuracy table. And when you add the polarizing, dominant World Cup champion Emi Martinez at goalkeeper, you're looking at one of the best statistical defenses in English football. Now onto the midfield. Now this is where the magic happens. Jack of all trades Douglas Luiz and link-up partner Boubacar Kamara make up Aston Villa's double pivot, and are responsible for transitioning defense into attack, starting with Kamara, their primary ball winner. The 24-year-old Frenchman offers Emery calculated tackling ability in the heart of midfield, as he protects the back 4 from oncoming danger, and can even be seen leading the press from higher up the pitch, a skill set magnified by the Marseille export leading all the villains in total dribblers tackled. Defensive metrics made even more impressive when you just stop to watch him play, and quickly realize he's just as composed with the ball at his feet than when he's trying to win it. Kamara's composure makes him a perfect partner for Douglas Luiz, who basically does everything Kamara does, just significantly better. The Brazilian wears the heart of Jogo Bonito on his tattooed sleeves, and uses his ball control to consistently progress Villa's attack up the field, and is arguably Unai Emery's most important player, as he leads the squad in key metrics including total tackles won, ball recoveries, shot creating actions, and total touches touches. But what truly separates Douglas's game from Kamara is his end product, as the Brazilian racked up 6 goals and 6 assists from deep midfield last season, and currently has 5 goals and 2 assists in 16 Premier League appearances so far, with his 98th minute strike in their 6-1 mauling of Brighton exemplary of the Villa work rate, as the relentless partnership cover Unai Emery's midfield all game long, a testament to a contagious work ethic that bleeds from the veins of club captain John McGinn. The 29-year-old Scot has been a villain since 2018, and actually scored the winner in the 2019 Championship playoff final to promote Villa to the Premier League after 3 years in the Championship, so it should come as no surprise that he puts in his fair share of defensive work in the middle third of the pitch, a selflessness that allows new signing Yuri Tielemans to do what he does best and feed his forwards. Which brings us to Emery's goal scorers. Honest question, guys, when was the last time we saw a player completely turn his career around the way Ollie Watkins is doing right now? I mean, almost exactly a year ago, the English striker was completely stagnant under Steven Gerrard. Now, I did some digging and found that Watkins had played a whopping 1,095 minutes up until that point, which means he was averaging 1 goal every 547 minutes. But then everything changed when Unai Emery arrived. Ollie went from being an average striker who needed a billion chances in front of goal to score, to the most composed version of himself we'd ever seen, timing his headers to perfection in the second half of the season, while also using his pace to run in behind and take on defenders in 1v1s. He finished the season with 15 goals and an impressive 6 assists as well, a scoring tally that took his 547 minutes per goal average all the way down to 151, an improvement of over 250%, and his amazing form is carried over to this season as well, registering an impressive 8 goals and 6 assists in 16 appearances, with his hat-trick against Brighton his best performance of the season so far. But he's not alone up top, and shares attacking responsibility with Moussa Diaby, Unai Emery's most exciting summer signing. The 24-year-old winger arrived from Bayer Leverkusen in the summer for a club record 55 million euros, after playing a crucial role in Xabi Alonso's first successful season in the Bundesliga. He put up 9 goals and 8 assists across 33 league appearances, and was actually the 3rd most productive winger in all of Germany. Diaby is legitimately one of the fastest players in world football, and specializes in exploiting open space by running in behind defenders, or simply blitzing right past them, a dangerous skill set that's taken English football by storm, as the speedster boasts 8 attacking metrics that sit in the 96th percentile or higher amongst forwards per 90, with the standouts being his carries into the penalty area, progressive carrying distance, and passes into the penalty area. It's been a dream start for Diaby so far, as he's proven to be the final piece of Emery's attacking system. This season, Unai Emery is asking his team to attack in a fluid 4-2-2, an aggressive system that can feed its pacey forwards through the air with long balls from their progressive center backs, as well as crosses from out wide, or on the ground through a narrow box midfield that almost always outnumbers and outworks its opposition. A world-class goalkeeper and hybrid fullback bail the team out of trouble when necessary, while the in-form Leon Bailey and loanee Nicolo Zaniolo offer explosive speed and dribbling off the bench, and the system is just as aggressive on defense, as the box midfield disperses out wide to establish 2 high blocks of 4, as the team look to catch the opposition offside instead of pressing them, a tactic that's resulted in Villa triggering the most offsides per game in the Premier League this season by a considerable margin. Emery's high-risk, high-reward style of play has only yielded positive results thus far, as the Spaniard side has won a record-breaking 15 consecutive games at home, while managing to beat almost all of the best teams in the country along the way. Now Liverpool and Arsenal still have the upper hand on the table, and we'd be foolish to count Man City out just yet. But from this point forward, if we ever speak of Unai Emery's Aston Villa, we must speak of them as legitimate title contenders. But where do you guys think the villains will finish on the table? Let me know in the comment section below, and drop a like if you enjoyed today's video. As always, I'm Andy, first team all sideline. Till next time, everyone.